So whatever your goals are, whether it's to lose a bit of weight or even gain weight, you're gonna have to count calories. And you know, calories, all calories are just energy. So just write that down. Calories equals energy. That's all they are, right? So, like a car, let's say a car needs, I don't know, a litre of petrol to run. Makes car run, right? Our body needs a certain amount of energy to just go about daily tasks. And this is known as the TDEE, the total daily energy expended. So and everyone, in this case, everyone's different. So let's say average about 2,000 calories, 2,500, let's say for a man and 2,000 for a woman. So let's say person A is a man and he requires 2,500 calories equals person A. So as you can see, just like the petrol, 1 litre petrol needs the car to run. A person A needs 2,500 calories just to go about their daily task. And calories again is just energy. So people are gonna say, oh yeah, count calories, it's an effort, it's too obsessive, this and that. But like, think about it, it's really not. Like, you go to a shop and let's say you buy, I don't know, some biscuits or I don't know, like biscuits or something, yeah, right? You look at the back, don't you? And you look at the price and you think, can I afford this? Do I have enough money in my pocket now to buy this? Same with calories, you gotta think like that. So, are the calories too high? Can you afford, like, basically afford to have these? So now we know what calories are. I'm gonna use this to explain how you can actually use calories to lose weight. So, I'm gonna say this. You can eat chocolate cake and lose weight. And that's because of the law of thermodynamics and how your body works. So it's all about calories in versus calories out. Calories in versus out. That's how it works, right? You need to put yourself in a caloric deficit. So if I go caloric deficit, let's rub that, I'll keep that there. And that is a caloric deficit. So that is essentially when you put yourself in a situation where you eat less than what you burn in a day. Eat less than what you burn in a day. So let's say, I don't know, person A burns 2,500 calories a day. KCAL a day. That is how much this person needs how much energy this person needs to just go about their daily tasks. So they need 2,500 calories a day and they eat 2,000 a day. So let's put that out. 2,500, they eat only 2,000 a day. 500 deficit. You see that? Yeah. So they put themselves in a 500 calorie deficit. So it's all a bit confusing now, but I'm going to explain it properly. Right. So let's, I don't know, think about it like this, right? You're in a shop, I don't know, like a tool shop or something like that. I don't know. And you see, you have 20 quid cash with you and you need some tools. You have 20 quid cash with you. 20 pound budget cash. That's all you have with you. Yeah. Now you see in the corner, you spot this, I don't know, mad screwdriver that costs 20 quid for some reason. I don't know, probably like lights up or something cool like that. Anyway, you want it. That's what you want. So now use that £20 cash for that screwdriver. So screwdriver equals £20. Yeah. Then you bought a screwdriver, and as you're walking out, you spot this mad drill I don't know, this mad drill, don't know, can talk to you, or I don't know, does something, and that's why it's expensive. But let's say this is like 20 quid as well. I don't know how much tools cost, but let's say that's 20 quid, right? So drill equals 20 quid. You're thinking, you've got no cash left, how are you supposed to, you know, buy this? But you really want this drill. You get your debit card out, you pay with your debit card, don't you? So essentially what you're doing now is you're using your stored money in your bank to pay for this drill. So now, if we go back to the scenario of burning fat, right? Your body needs 2,000, let's go back to this person. This person needs 2,500 calories a day to just go about their daily tasks. So 2,000 calories, which remember is just energy, a day. They only eat 2,000 calories in that day. 2,000, which equals 500 deficit. Remember, this is a deficit because this person's at less than what they burn in a day. Like that, right? So now the same way you have to go to your stored money in your bank to pay for that, your body needs that 500 calories from somewhere. Where's it going to get from? It's going to get from stored energy in body. Don't know how bad my handwriting is, but stored energy in the body, aka fat. Right? And that's how you burn fat. So your body has to draw that energy from somewhere, and it draws it from the fat in your body. So in terms of tracking calories, what I get most people who, you know, ask me on advice on how to lose a bit of weight, I always say that the first thing they should do is look up something called a TDEE calculator on Google. Just search that up on Google. Calculator. Right? TDEE, which stands for Total Daily Energy Expended. Right? Which is essentially just how much you burn in a day. So when you search it up, just go on one of the top two, I don't know, you know, one of the top two searches, and just it will ask you for your, like, just stats about yourself. So, you know, your weight, your height, your age, just stuff like that really, and you know, your gender, and it'll work out like an estimate on how much you burn in a day. And by the way, this is just an estimate, it's not 100% accurate, but you can use it as a starter type thing, and obviously you can adjust it whenever. So you'll start with that. So let's say you burn, I don't know, it comes up you burn 2,000 calories. That's a nice number. Day, right? And then set me, then what you want to do is put yourself in that deficit. So you want to eat less than that. And for people, I'd say put your deficit of a maximum of 500, up to 500 calories. And I say that for two reasons really. First of all, I think most people don't stick with diets, or, you know, stick with, you know, that type of diet because they put the deficit too big, which means that they're hungry all the time. They start binge eating, snacking and stuff like that. So if you want to keep it fairly low. Second of all, you want to keep, let's say if you have some muscle, you want to keep as much muscle as you can. And the best way by doing that is keeping your deficit small. Because, you know, if you make your deficit too big, you'll not only just burn the fat in your body, you'll burn the muscle, and you don't really want that. You want to burn the fat really, unless you're not bothered, but, you know, that's most people type of thinking. And yeah, so like I said, you can use that to see how much you burn in a day. Right, but now I think to actually track your calories, which people are going to say, you know, oh, it's annoying, you know, I've got to do this, I've got to look on the back, which is not that bad, but I think the easiest way is I'd recommend an app called MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal, right? You can get on, you know, your app store, iPhone, Android, anything really. And what that does is, so I'll probably put a clip somewhere in this video of me using it. And essentially what you do is, let's say, I don't know, you go out and you buy a sandwich of some sort, Tesco meal deal, you know, you got your meal deal, and you just type in the food. So let's say, I don't know, is it cheese sandwich? I don't know, we would choose a cheese sandwich for a meal deal, but let's say this fella's like boring or whatever. Go cheese sandwich. What you'd do there is you'll search for cheese sandwich on the app, and it'll come up with all the calories and, you know, the stats like the macros and stuff like that. So let's say, so then you'd store that, and you do that for every like meal you have in a day. Just put it, it literally takes 2 seconds. And what you want to do is make sure the once it'll add up all the calories together, and you want to keep that calories less than what you burn in a day. So now I'm going to show how you can use training to kind of speed up the process of burning fat. So let's look at a situation here, right? Person A and person B, they both burn the same amount of calories in a day without training. So person A equals 2000, person B equals 2000. Right? Yeah. But person B decides she's going to go on a run every day, right? So she burns an extra few hundred calories a day running. So her TDEE, remember, the amount of calories you burn a day, now increases to 2000. Let's say she burns an extra 200 calories running every day. So her TDEE goes to 2,200, right? While person A, so person B goes to 2,200 calories a day. Person A still remains at 2,000 calories a day. So now let's say they both eat the same amount of calories a day. So person A will be eating, I don't know, 1,700 calories a day. Person A equals 1,700 calories a day. Consumed. And person B does the same, 1,700 calories consumed. Right? For this. So I'm going to rub this out now. As you can see, they're both on a deficit. They're both eating less than what they burn. So they are both going to lose weight. However, right, person A, so I'll just write A, the deficit is 2,000 minus 1,700, which equals 300 deficit. Person A is in a 300 calorie deficit, still losing weight, but not as much as person B, who again now burn 2,200 calories, but still eats the same amount of calories, 1,700. Therefore, puts herself in a 500 deficit. There. So now that this person is in a 500 calorie deficit, this person is now burning more every day. Therefore, is going to lose weight quicker. So losing weight doesn't have to be, you know, boring. You don't have to eat boring foods and stuff like that. You've just got to make sure the calories hit your, you know, your daily targets, and that's it. It's just about making smarter choices. Like, I don't know, for example, switching from drinking regular Coca-Cola to, like, you know, Coke Zero or something like that. You know, a lot less calories, and to be fair, you know, tastes basically the same in my opinion. I mean, I was just looking on Google then, and this shows, I was comparing a slice of Domino's to one chicken breast. And look, you can see the calorie difference there. One chicken breast is a lot less. So you could even eat more chicken breast to make up that one slice of Domino's. And to be honest, that one slice of Domino's isn't going to fill anyone up, is it really? Like, you know, I'd rather have the chicken breast for sure. And, you know, the reason why foods high in protein fill you up is because they are satiating. So, protein plus fiber equals most satiating. Right, so when dieting, you want to feel as full as possible. So satiating just means feeling full and satisfied. So the foods high in protein and fiber will give you that feeling the most. And that's just fact. And again, protein actually has the highest thermic effect. Equals highest thermic effect, right? And this means it just takes more calories to digest. So this also, you know, contributes to protein having a more satiating rating than the other macros being carbs and fats. So, like I said, it's all about calories in versus calories out when dieting. And I don't, in my opinion, from experience, the macros don't really matter. So you have 3 macros: proteins, carbs, fats. Right, they're the 3 macros. They're the 3 things that are found in each food. Right, what I would say is a rule. I would advise 1 gram per pound of protein body weight. I spelled that wrong, but you want, basically, for protein in your diet, you want 1 gram of protein per pound body weight, and you want to eat that every day. And then I'd suggest just filling out the carbs and fats with just anything really, as long as it fits into your maximum calories you can eat in that day. Carbs and fat do not matter. I mean, there is that argument. I mean, you know, people are gonna come back and be like, oh yeah, what about keto, or you know, what about, I don't know, Atkins diet, stuff like that really. But no matter what, you can't break the law of the thermodynamics. Like, you have to be in a deficit to lose that weight. So if you're doing keto with low carb, or you know, low fat or whatever, but you're still eating more than what you burn in a day, you aren't losing weight. That's just, you know, the way the body works. You can't change that no matter what. It's just science really. So yeah, I'd say just make sure you're on that deficit, and that's fine. And in terms of like micronutrients, you need like vitamins and minerals to survive. So, you know, fruit and veg, stuff like that. Which veg, I'd have veg with at least one part of your meal in one of your meals. Just a bit of veg, you know. They're low in calories, so, you know, it's not adding much, and they fill you up more as well. So you might as well, because of the fiber, it fills you up more. Again, makes you feel satisfied and full, and you're less likely to snack really and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess another tip I'd give as well is maybe drinking caffeine. So caffeine is actually shown to suppress hunger, and it also gives you energy. So let's say you're training or something, that gives you the energy to train harder, you know, in the gym and stuff like that. But it's not a magic pill. You know, you're not gonna take it. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm not hungry. Oh, I'm training hard. I'm losing all this weight. It's not gonna be like that. You know, it's just a little added thing, which can help. But like I said, don't take too much, and you know, it can make you hyper, you know, even loss of sleep. So I'd limit the amount of caffeine you take a day, and I would put like a time stop on when you can take it. So let's say, I don't know, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, just so it doesn't interrupt any sleep, because you need sleep. You need a good sleep to even build muscle and, you know, recover and stuff like that. And another thing is, when you start to see you lose weight, I don't know, maybe on the scales and stuff like that, the thing is, you might lose it in different body parts. Most people want to lose it on the body fat here, belly, because, you know, they want the abs to show, or just want to look leaner in general. But you can't choose where to lose it. You might lose in your arms first, back, everyone's different. Like, this is the thing with genetics, everyone stores fat so different. Like, generally men store it lower belly fat, that's where they'll store most of their fat. You know, women might be legs, stuff like that. So, you know, just when you start losing your weight, don't be disheartened. You know, oh no, I'm not looking, I've got my abs, because you're losing it in other places first. And then once it gets to that bit, you'll start losing it there, and then you'll start seeing results and stuff like that. Try and track your weight. It's just a little thing, just write in your notes or something. And again, by the way, weight doesn't mean progress, but it's a good way of, you know, it doesn't mean, it's not the only way of showing progress. For example, you know, you can look at, let's say, two people here, right? They are 80 kilos. A, B, 80 kilos. But one looks a bit like this, maybe. Let's draw a little picture. And one looks a bit like this. Yeah, this is not the best, but person A, person B. Oh wait, I forgot to draw his arms. So, as you can see, I mean, this drawing's a bit crap, but, you know, person A on here has got muscles, you can see his arms here, and person B, you know, is a bit more rounded, stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say is, two people can weigh the same, but look different. So I just thought to talk about some random stuff in the end, probably like common questions everyone's thinking, or, you know, they're asking but don't really know the answer. So first I'd say, like, mealtime and frequency doesn't really matter, to be honest. As long as you hit your calorie target during the day, and, you know, maybe ideally split into 3 meals or 5 meals, you know, just whenever you can, it doesn't really matter. But from my experience, yeah, it doesn't really matter when you eat. Again, when you're losing weight, you might lose a bit of strength in the gym, not a lot, but you don't be disheartened if you lose a bit of strength. It's gonna happen, you know, you're losing weight, so it's gonna happen. But again, this is not always true. I've seen people who even gain strength and muscle in certain situations. Probably go into that in another video, but yeah, it can happen still. And another thing I'd say, just stay away from fat burners or weight loss shakes, stuff like that. It's a scam to make you, you know, gain money, to just make you spend the money. It's stupid. I mean, like, fat burners are just mainly caffeine. You're better off just drinking coffee, or, you know, for the same effect, really. It's a lot cheaper. Like I said before, you know, weight does not equal progress. It's a good way of, you know, kind of tracking stuff, but don't, again, be disheartened if your weight doesn't change. I'd say just look in the mirror and just see if you feel good. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you look good in the mirror, that's all that matters, really, to be honest. Just keep taking progress pictures and just stuff like that, really, and, you know, compare the progress pictures. What I did, I used to compare progress pictures on TV, even though my mates or anyone would never notice it, I could notice it, and that's good enough for, you know, for me. And again, I just want to say, like, remember, everyone's body is different. Like, genetics play a big factor. So just don't compare yourself to anyone else. Like, looking at pictures on Instagram and stuff like that, don't compare yourself to them. Like, you don't need to. Just, it's about making yourself feel better. Compare yourself, and that's it. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll just leave my social media in the description. If anyone, you know, feel free to just ask any questions, I'll answer them. And yeah, just like, rate and subscribe, please, and thanks.